I command you to open this immediately, says Archangel Michael. Someone who passed away in your Archangel Michael says, listen, your family has been trying to tell you something urgent since last night. Considering that this is not a typical message, it bears the weight of the invisible realm. A bond that extends beyond existence itself. A deceased family member has been contacting you since last night. They are urgently requesting that you listen to what they have been trying to convey, but this message isn't getting through by chance. You are here right now, reading these, for a reason. Words, sensing the pull of something that is beyond your comprehension. The spiritual world has been agitated. And the spirit of your family members has been battling through barriers of silence to ensure that you are aware of the truth. Something has been kept a secret for too long. They started whispering to you. Hours ago, when everything was quiet and the night was peaceful, but you might have experienced a chill down your arms or heard faint noises while no one else was there, and your spirit felt uneasy. There, or had a vivid dream about their face as though they had briefly returned. These were urgent attempts to catch your attention, not chance events. This message carries weight tonight. A level of intensity you have never experienced before. This is not about fear, but concerning revelation. What they want to share is entwined with a blessing, a warning, and a secret. Actually, they have been attempting to direct you from beyond, but earthly up until now, you have been unable to properly receive it due to distractions. Your family member is not sleeping because your name is associated with unresolved business, and they perceive danger developing around you, and they are unable to keep quiet. They have passed through heavenly gates, disobeying the afterlife's natural course since their goal has become to protect you. This soul has been traversing your dreams, causing your heart to tremble, creating it's hardly a coincidence if you suddenly feel sad or yearn for a deceased person. These are spiritual cues to help you become more conscious. The world came together to bring Archangel Michael is sending you this message right now because the window of they've been trying to warn you since last night, and the window for action is dwindling. Your present circumstances are urging you to make a risky decision, make a relationship, or an atmosphere that can deprive you of the blessings you deserve. From their eternal position, they can easily see it. Their biggest dread is seeing you unintentionally hurt yourself, but there's more. Despite this warning, they have a present just for you that has the power to alter the course of your life. Intended to convey this message through events, dreams, and signals of déjà vu, but the situation has become so urgent that supernatural help was required, which is why Archangel Michael is telling you to pay attention to this time. A message from waves of emotion and memories of your departed loved one come to you. May feel the warmth of a palm on your chest, or they may notice your heart pounding as though they are directly behind you. Your shoulder or detect a recognizable scent in the atmosphere. Are the link between this world and theirs, and they wish you to understand that, despite their departure from the physical world, their relationship with you has never wavered. In fact, it has only gotten stronger. They've witnessed your hardships, your private sorrows, and the weighty responsibilities you've carried without informing anyone. They have never abandoned you since last night, and it breaks their heart to tell you that. It came to you as a sense of discomfort, as if they were whispering your name into the winds of fate. Invisible rubbing up against your soul. Now, with the help of Archangel Michael, a turning point in your journey is revealed by your urgent message, which transforms those whispers into a voice you can finally hear. You have a choice that could either permanently close doors or bring you more blessings than you could have ever dreamed. You run the risk of being deceived by those who don't have your best interests at heart if you don't follow their advice, but with this disclosure, you may proceed with confidence, shielded by the affection of someone who reached you by overcoming death itself. The truth they are bringing to you is weighty, however, it is intended to safeguard and prepare you, not to shatter you. Family members witnessed a betrayal from a source you trust the most. They have been fighting in the spiritual world to stop them from stealing what is rightfully yours. Every instant you felt watched during your recent restless night, even in a place that was vacant, was their soul. They have been displaying faces, symbols, and numbers in your dreams in an attempt to pique your intuition. Make you see the connections you've been missing. This message is about recovering what is rightfully yours, not just about danger. Rightfully yours. Your name has a blessing attached to it that has been kept hidden for far too long. To make sure you get it, your loved one has been bargaining with celestial forces. However, in order to unlock it, you must first pay attention to their warning and follow their instructions. Michael, the Archangel, has come to ensure that you realize how serious this situation is. Without acknowledging and accepting this heavenly communication, your guardian forces will not be able to completely intervene. As you read this tonight, a momentary portal between your spirit and yourself opens. That departed from this world, giving you access to their voice in a way that has never been available before. Your family member is frantically trying to let you know that they have forgiven you for any miscommunications in the past. They've been itching for you to let go of that burden. They know you've held yourself responsible for characteristics that were never really your fault, and they have been working since last night to release you from that invisible chain. Inform you that you are not alone or desolate, and the powers of light has selected you for something remarkable, and all of the suffering you've gone through has been laying the groundwork for a metamorphosis so profound that even your deceased loved ones rejoiced in the sky, but transformation calls for bravery. According to your family member, the moment has arrived to take a stand, to have faith in the hidden and to avoid those who covertly want you to fail. The Archangel has seen these unseen adversaries clearly from beyond and wants you to sever your connections with them before they have a chance to do you more harm. Michael gives you the order to get up right now, certain that you are protected by God rather than in terror. Encircling you right now is not just angelic, it's also your deceased kin standing guard's protecting force. Adamant about preventing history from happening again. They wish to bring to mind moments from your history, when you suddenly felt safe, as though unseen hands were holding you. Those weren't coincidences, they were your loved one moving covertly to keep you safe. Over time, removing barriers and presenting you with amazing opportunities. They want you now more than ever. To identify their indicators, such as a flickering light, an unexpected inside breeze, or things shifting inexplicably are spiritual signs that they are close. This particular message cannot wait, which is why they have persisted. The fact is that there is a family secret hidden long ago that you should be aware of. It relates to the reasons behind your challenges, the reasons you've been put to the test, and your deceased loved one has selected you as the one who needs to recognize this fact, as you are the only one capable of handling it and altering the trajectory of your family's fate. Under the direction of Archangel Michael, their message now reaches you completely. A spiritual and material legacy is concealed. That is yours. Earthly forces attempted to conceal it, but heaven is about to disclose it through divine synchronicity, unexpected events, and dreams. Your loved one is currently standing in the gap between you as you read these lines. Your breaths, awaiting your recognition. You can experience warmth or cold on your hands or an unexpected emotional outburst. What they're doing is embracing you. Your voice transmits sadness for the years, shattering the barrier between the living and the dead. It also contains pride because you have been kept in the dark. Endured storms designed to shatter you, they've seen your strength increase, witnessed your dignified perseverance through suffering, and now they're resolved to make sure nothing prevents you from entering the triumph that has been written in your name. Archangel Michael confirms that this message isn't just for direction. This message is a spiritual awakening. By getting it, you're creating a channel of heaven that will enable you to more clearly hear, see, and sense your loved one's presence in the days to come. You'll see that your dreams are getting more vivid, that your déjà vu situations are getting stronger, and indicators that keep coming up in songs, statistics, and interactions with strangers that seem to speak straight to these are not random events. Rather, they are the universe's method of verifying that your deceased loved one is walking with you more closely than ever before. Over the next few evenings, they will return to your dreams, but this time you will be able to clearly identify their message and they will point you in the right direction. A window of opportunity will soon be revealed by the folks you must keep your distance from. Open, one you should not disregard. This message also conveys comfort in spite of you are shielded by layers of supernatural protection from the threats they tell you about. Our transformation Michael himself has been tasked with fortifying your shield and severing evil energies attempting to control your life. You will not fight these struggles by yourself. Your loved one highlights that love is not over when it surpasses death. They have been guiding you in ways you cannot perceive, sending blessings your way, and now they want you to be completely aligned with them. Heaven is paving the road for you, so soon doors that were slammed shut will open without opposition. Your spiritual breakthrough has been a result of the challenges you have endured, and this message is the pivotal moment where secrets are exposed, quiet is broken, and you enter the future your loved one had planned. One has been battling from the opposing side. As this information becomes clear, keep in mind that you were selected by divine design, not by chance. After seeing your tenacity, Archangel Michael is now prepared to fulfill all of heaven's promises. Through the veil, your loved one whispers, "We never left you. We've been there for you. We've been trying since last night to get your attention because what's about to happen is too significant to ignore. As this communication comes to an end, remember that we love you more than time itself, trust the indications, and heed the advice. You leave Archangel Michael with this blessing: you are never alone, you are guided, and you are protected. Your family's spirit is walking by your side, and we, along with the legions of heaven, won't let you down. If you want to show your support even more, you have the opportunity to express gratitude with gifts up to $1.20. Even though you've reached this portion of the message, Archangel Michael adds, the relationship between you and the spirit of the deceased is still flowing more powerfully than before. Their soul won't go your side till you comprehend each and every bit of what they said. This is more than just a warning. It concerns a significant metamorphosis that will soon engulf your existence like a celestial storm. In the heavenly realm, they have been restless, moving through light passageways and requesting authorization to reach your spirit and transcend dimensions. Many souls depart peacefully and in silence. However, you have too much on the line for this one to remain motionless. Last night, an unusual portal was opened by the sky, and your loved one has been continuously reaching through it, wishing that this time you wouldn't disregard the warning flags. In their message, you are urged to overcome your fear. The sadness you've borne after they departed has turned into an imperceptible barrier that prevents you from realizing your full potential. They state they have kept your agony hidden from even your closest loved ones as they have watched you suffer in silence. Additionally, their heart hurts to see you trapped by regrets, guilt, and unsolved questions. However, they are violating that tonight as a result of Archangel Michael's holy directive. Chain. Unseen burdens that you were never intended to bear are being lifted from you. The spiritual connection you share, and they will become indestructible from this day on, and you will start to view life from a higher perspective. Direction, understanding that heaven itself has a stake in your success. Your message extends back to your early years. Your fate was formed by moments that you may have forgotten. There were moments when danger was imminent, but you managed to get away safely. There were moments when you were shut out of opportunities, but you later saw that they were actually blessings. These weren't coincidences. Even before they passed away, the soul of your loved one was already tasked with protecting you. They show that there is a special purpose in your family line. A supernatural promise made many generations ago was created over your ancestry. A pledge of abundance, knowledge, and leadership. However, as time went on, forces of deceit and jealousy relentlessly sought to tear you apart. Based on that inheritance, your departed loved one has been fighting since they noticed this pattern recurring. Ferociously from outside to return what was taken. When did you feel that uneasy last night? Presence, not to make you feel afraid. The sound of chains snapping was heard in the spiritual realm. On your behalf, they had finally prevailed in a battle, driving the blackness away. forces that attempted to deny you your right to be born in heaven. This message serves as assurance that the process of repair has commenced. Archangel Michael orders you to remain vigilant at this time, because chances that didn't seem imaginable may now present themselves. Financial doors will open for you. The tranquility you've been longing for will return to your heart, and connections that uplift you will appear out of nowhere. These aren't random occurrences. They are divinely organized maneuvers. Your loved one planned it, and God's might sealed it. Your family's spirit, a discovery concerning a loved one, is also carried by the member. Someone who surreptitiously conspires to impede your advancement from their eternal position. They perceive every covert motive and muttered treachery. They have been warning you to exercise caution by sending you nightmares in which they display this person's shadows and emblems. They implore you to stop discounting your instincts. If you suddenly feel uncomfortable if someone says something beautiful but it doesn't feel right in your soul around them, have faith in that emotion. It's the warning from your loved ones coursing through your spirit. Archangel Michael has been assigned to break off contact with anyone who could try to harm you. However, you have to be prepared to, when heaven exposes the truth, turn aside. Despite their cautions, your loved one speaks with so much love. They bring back memories of your past conversations, the warmth of their embrace, the tiny deeds of compassion that brought you closer together. It is said that love endures, and that until the day of your next glorious reunion, they will keep guiding you. Their greatest hope is that you will enjoy a victorious, burden-free, and liberated life. They now walk in radiant peace, therefore they don't want you to bear their grief any longer. However, they are unable to sleep completely until they understand that you have accepted your path, protected yourself from danger, and embracing the benefits that lie ahead of you with courage. Also, they have been attempting to inform you of an upcoming change in your house. Things could start to move on their own, lights that suddenly flicker, or you might hear faint knocks at strange hours. Don't be afraid of these times. Gentle, these are indications of their presence. Reminders of their continued connection to you. Your deceased relative says an important event that feels unexpected yet is a part of a divine alignment is about to happen. It could appear through a stranger bringing you news, sending you an unexpected note, or a dialogue that transforms everything. When it occurs, you'll sense their presence firmly by your side, proving that they planned it from the spiritual world. Additionally, they show a long-needed healing process that was not entirely remedied by physical means. Your dear one has been pleading with divine powers to heal your body and mind in a spectacular way. Ailments that burdened you will soon start to subside, giving you more vitality, vigor, and clarity. Believed you were lost forever. This is a turning point, not just a message, adds Archangel Michael. Planned for you in the timetable of heaven. The spiritual world has been anticipating this time when you would at last hear and comprehend this reality, opening the doors to a wealth of protection and rewards to flood into your life. As this message goes on, the essence of your family member whispers to your heart while standing nearby. We have been making an effort since to express our love. We battled through layers of stillness and time last night. We have come to guide you to your destiny, to uplift you, and to safeguard you. Do not be afraid. We accompany you on your walk. Always. This pledge is then sealed by Archangel Michael. You won't be touched by darkness. No, the enemy will win. In death, you are protected by the same person who loved you in life. And the armies of heaven are standing by your side. Starting tonight, your journey is protected, your benefits guaranteed, and your spirit unfathomably fortified. The message is not yet complete, adds Archangel Michael. The spiritual urgency, it must unfold completely before it can be condensed into a few words and flow toward you. Layer by layer until all of it reaches your soul. The essence of your celestial light starts to form as these words reach you, and your dead loved one is standing even closer now, surrounding you. It feels cozy and secure, but it's also really strong since it bears the entire weight of heaven's defense. As soon as they enter they have kept watch over you in the next life. Every significant choice you've made, every heartache you've gone through, the silent tears you've shed each night, they've whispered your name into the air, just there, invisible but not absent. Winds attempted to steer you clear of danger, and silently celebrated when your last night was different. You made decisions that were in line with your greater path. In the spiritual world, something changed, and a portal opened, giving them stronger force to get to you, which is why you might have been agitated, unable to sleep, or overcome by feelings that were inexplicable. It wasn't arbitrary, it was their soul. Desperate to convey this important message that has the power to alter your fate, they are struggling through the veil. This sense of urgency results from the speed at which time is passing and an impending occurrence that could change your course forever. Without direction, you could enter a trap set by unseen adversaries or pass up a heavenly chance to improve your existence. From their perspective in eternity, your loved ones witnessed it all and wouldn't keep quiet. Through memories, they have been talking to you, causing some tunes to play suddenly, delivering butterflies or birds to you, or even giving you unexpected goosebumps while no one else is there. All of these efforts were made to get you nearer to this epiphany, but now Archangel Michael has stepped in to make their voice louder, saying, your deceased loved one contains a spiritual truth that has been hidden for generations, in addition to warnings. A buried legacy connected to your family is involved in this fact. A legacy that once revealed will end the struggling patterns that have plagued you for years. Bring back memories of your childhood house, including the nooks and crannies where they used to perch and observe you while you played. They evoke memories of past exchanges with them, words you could have forgotten, but that now possess new significance. These recollections are not only nostalgic, they are puzzles. Components that come together to form a larger picture of your intended self. With the help of Archangel Michael, your love discloses the existence of a document, a secret message, or an item linked to them that you will shortly encounter. Upon discovering it, it will validate all that you are currently reading. This tangible symbol will help to close the gap between worlds, demonstrating that the message is intended to materialize into your worldly existence in addition to being spiritual. They would like you to understand that their death was not the end, but rather a change in their purpose. They were selected to be your everlasting guardian, to labor behind the scenes of heaven's magnificent scheme, guaranteeing that you overcome any obstacles that may try to bring you down. Your loved one further discusses reconciliation. There is a living, connected to your family members with whom you have had a difficult or strained relationship. The Spirit is adamant that mending this link is necessary for the full flow of your divine benefits. They have been putting in a lot of effort to soften hearts in order to set up divine meetings that will bring about peace and forgiveness. This reconciliation is not just about repairing a relationship, adds Archangel Michael. It has to do with healing ancestral scars that have plagued your family for many years. When this healing takes place, spiritual obstacles will break like glass, enabling let your family be flooded with harmony, love, and plenty. They tell you that there is nothing you've lost will always be lost. Opportunities, connections, and even your inner tranquility, all will be restored, and the love they radiate will be amplified. Beyond. A tapestry of events is being woven by your spirit that will soon make sense. However, it feels chaotic and unclear right now. The timing is divine, which is why they have been attempting to contact you since last night. You risk missing the blessing if you go too slowly. One decision influenced by fear rather than divine insight and the course of fate could be postponed. Heaven is happy that you're hearing this, though, because you've embraced the message just when you needed it most. You will sense their presence more intensely than ever in the days to come. They will use your dreams as entry points to reveal future visions to you. They may be visible to you standing far away, putting things in your hands or shouting your name. These fantasies are not merely unconscious. They are authentic spiritual encounters. The Archangel Michael advises, you need to have a journal close at hand. Record every dream, every sign, each unexpected notion that seems unearthly. These are coded messages intended to direct your actions, one choice at a time. By doing this, you'll start to talk to your loved one intentionally, deepening your relationship until their direction comes naturally to you. Breathing. Physical symptoms will also be present. Abrupt temperature fluctuations in a space. The subtle aroma of their preferred fragrance or perfume. Music that brings back memories of them playing when you least expect it. These are your deceased family members, and they are not coincidences. Archangel Michael is stepping through this world's thin veil to let you know that they are still with you. Assures that the connection will always be there as long as you stay open. Indeed, it will become so powerful that you'll think they've come back, walking with you, directing you, and Archangel Michael replies, the joy of every victory that is coming your way. The developing vision cannot end here. The spiritual world is still moving, continuing to talk, and continuing to reveal what has been kept secret for generations. Your deceased loved one is standing in bright light, staring at you resolutely. They've been waiting for you to pay attention. And now that you've more insights are flooding out of the heavens. The surrounding air becomes more dense with the presence of God. You can experience mild pressure or tingles on your arms, shoulders, as though they are supported by strong, loving hands that are invisible. This is not delusion. It is the multitude of angels encircling you and your loved one. They're guaranteeing that no evil force may harm you by linking you with celestial protection. As Archangel Michael finishes this message by raising his sword of light and slicing through invisible bonds that's been holding on to your soul. These bonds were created by suffering cycles, generational conflicts, loss and treachery that have loomed large over your family. Every time Michael swings his sword, it breaks, releasing your soul into freedom, one connection at a time. Your loved one speaks firmly but gently. You were never intended to bear the burden of these difficulties. I've moved on between worlds to put a stop to your suffering. Since last night, I've been battling till I can assure you that you are not cursed. You have been selected. You suddenly see glimpses of the past times in your life. There have been moments when you nearly lost everything but managed to live. There were moments when you felt hopeless yet were saved by an invisible force. These weren't random events. Every time, your deceased relative stepped in, guiding you to safety while instilling courage in your spirit. Now, they make something even bigger visible. In plain sight, there is a blessing. One that you haven't considered because your vision has been obscured by distractions and fear. This blessing has the capacity to alter the course of your life entirely in order to mend past injuries and to elevate you into a more promising future than you could have ever dreamed. This is what Archangel Michael says. A blessing won't come easily. In the days ahead, paranormal indications will verify its arrival. No matter where you go, you can see numbers that keep coming up. Meet strangers who appear to understand your struggle without you having to express it. Or have an unexpected burst of calm when anxiety used to be the dominant emotion. These are assurances from heaven that the person you lost is paving the road for you. However, the message has a caution as well. There is a person in your life who puts up a front of goodwill but is actually jealous and malicious intent from the spiritual world. Your loved one is well aware of this. They have been making an effort to reveal to you through intuition and dreams, yet you have questioned yourself. Archangel Michael advances and surrounds you with a shield of light. The shield will reveal all of your circle's secret adversaries. Lies will be exposed. The deception will be exposed, making it impossible for people who want to hurt you to touch you. Have faith in the emotions that arise when you are close to these people. Your significant other is murmuring, "Remain away. I'm safeguarding you." They reassure you in addition to warning you. You won't lose whatever that was intended for you. Heaven forbids stealing what is yours. It is protecting itself. Every conspiracy against you will fail. Every effort your light will shine brighter if you dim it. Your loved one keeps talking. Their increasing presence more powerful. What you cannot see, I have seen. I've traveled the routes before you and fought wars you were unaware existed. My goal has been to see you succeed. Superior to those who attempted to shatter you. I've been attempting to convey to you that the current storm is not your final. It's how you get ready to win. Archangel Michael spreads as they talk. His enormous wings, illuminating the area around you with a golden radiance. You feel as though weights are being removed from your shoulders. Emotional injuries, your years-long burden starts to heal, not gradually, but immediately, due to divine. Your entire soul is being touched by power. A loved one who has passed on shows you an image of a door. This gateway is spiritual, not earthly, and it is luminous with angel guarded and light. According to them, this door symbolizes your next chapter, a place where happiness comes again, wealth flows, and tranquility becomes deeply ingrained in your heart. Dark forces attempted to maintain it for years. Locked. However, that lock was broken as of last night. Michael the Archangel affirms that you will make breakthroughs that seem unattainable right now during the upcoming phase of your life. Unexpectedly, the connection will get better. You will receive financial relief from unexpected sources. And chances you will get back what you believed was lost forever. These benefits are the result of your long-suppressed prayers. Long time ago, your loved one's prayers were heard by the heavenly courts. The angels have been putting in endless effort to change things so that they can go a long way for you. In reality, what appeared to be delays were supernatural arrangements that made sure your blessings would never be stolen or degraded once more. The spirit of your loved one adds, I stood up for you in life, and I will continue to battle for you forever. My devotion didn't stop after the body departed from this world. All of your tears had been gathered in heaven, and all cries for assistance were heard. You will now watch the answers come to light. In front of your eyes. In the ensuing quiet, a heavenly quietness envelopes you. It seems as though your departed loved ones are standing quite near to you. They have made a physical comeback. You feel the warmth of their affection radiating through you, overcoming all of your fears and giving you a strength you've never experienced. Archangel Michael brings this section to a close. The message with unflinching conviction. You will not be overtaken by darkness. Absence of force of evil will declare victory. You didn't lose the one you lost. They have become your enduring protector. Alongside the heavenly forces, they will carry you to the next phase of your life. According to Archangel Michael, the divine, the heavens are still speaking, revelation is not yet finished, and your loved one who has passed away is adamant that you not miss a single moment of what they have battled so hard to deliver. Your voice reverberates forever, shattering all boundaries and encircling like an unbreakable protecting hug around your spirit. As you continue to take in these words, your body feels lighter, your respiration becomes deeper, and inexplicable you feel a wave of warmth come over you because spiritual bonds are still being broken. Every falsehood you've heard throughout your life, every curse said in the shadows, the spirit of your loved ones is being destroyed by divine fire, along with the shadow that attempted to follow you. Talks once again. This is not your imagination, so don't question your feelings. I've crossed dimensions since last time, and I'm standing next to you. Night to let you know that you are secure, that you are chosen, and that everything you were afraid of is being destroyed. Can prevent what is about to happen to you. Archangel Michael advances, it is an anti-hose whose wings now extend beyond sight, illuminating the spiritual universe. Words of gold and fire emerge as he unfolds it, blazing so brightly you can hardly glance at them. This scroll is a heavenly document that serves as your divine record. Explains commitments made throughout your life before you were even born. When someone gestures toward the scroll, they say, "This has always belonged to you." Attempted to hide it in darkness, alter it, or steal it, but heaven never forgot. Nothing can take it away from you now that I've been battling to get it back. You experience a surge of energy as these words reverberate, and then all of a sudden, you think back to times when you were lost and thought that everything worthwhile had escaped your grasp. You realize now that it was kept and not lost. You were waiting for this. Just when the Almighty might give it back to you in its entirety. The vision changes and you spot an old tree whose roots reach far into the luminous ground. The tree of your lineage, with each branch signifying your ancestors. You observe that some branches seem knotted and others broken, as though generations of they twisted in an unnatural way because of pain, betrayal, and unhealed scars. When your deceased loved one touches this tree, likenesses pour from their palm into the roots. New blossoms emerge as the tangles untwist and the branches start to straighten. With dazzling hues that are unimaginable. This represents the mending of generations. Heaven will restore what was lost for your entire family, not just for you. The voice of Archangel Michael roars like a trumpet in heaven. The wounds of your ancestors die with you, and the things that have troubled your family for decades will no longer do so. Healing begins then. Via your lineage, eradicating suffering, regaining respect, and ensuring divine blessings for each next generation. As the tree keeps recovering, you see pictures of happy, prosperous, and peaceful future generations. As a result of the current spiritual events, the decisions you make following this message will resound for centuries, guaranteeing that the name of your family is not associated with suffering, but your loved one speaks with pride and affection, pleading for success and heavenly favor. I was unable to remain silent because of this. Since last night, I've been attempting to break through to you as you have been selected to continue this change. The bonds that held us together come to an end. The scene changes once more, and you will guide our lineage into the light here. And you find yourself at a bridge of unadulterated light, with your deceased loved one, radiant and beaming with a warmth that fills your heart. They reach out to provide you a key, not to drag you away from life. There is nothing earthly about this key. It radiates celestial energy, pulsing as Archangel Michael clarifies. if you're still alive, this key opens doors that have been too long closed to you. Opportunities for healing, spiritual growth, and strength. You will use it to follow routes that others have attempted to obstruct, and you will claim all the blessings that have been denied to you. The person you care about inserts the key into your hand. Additionally, you experience a boost in strength, confidence, and clarity. The doubts that have been bothering you for years start to fade. All of your unanswered burdens suddenly make sense. They were getting you ready to step and hold this key fearlessly into the future. Visions of the future start to appear. An unexpected development in your money that takes you from poverty to abundance. A reconciliation with a person you forever, the thought was gone. A trip or relocation that puts you in the ideal location for your greatest calling takes place. Angels are there in every vision, making sure that these are not dreams, but divine realities that are only waiting to come to pass. Michael, the Archangel, speaks definitively. The struggle for your future, your spirit, and the history of your family has already been battled and triumphed over. The darkness has left your surroundings. You're encircled by light armies. Know that heaven is behind every step you take as you move forward. You're beloved through glimmering light, one smiles. Since last night, we have been making an effort, but you hear us now. Never question my presence again. In each mutter of the I am the wind, every glimmer of unexpected brightness, and every instant of unexpected calm. Guiding you till we cross paths again, loving you from beyond. Even though the vision starts to wane, the comfort, safety, and unwavering sense of triumph endure. Alongside you. There is no problem with the connection. It's only gotten stronger. You now carry their wisdom, their fortitude, and the blessings of heaven as you enter a brand new chapter in which nothing remains the same. If you would want to show your support even further, you can express your gratitude by contributing up to $120. The revelation continues to flow because heaven is not finished, states Archangel Michael. Communicating with you. The spiritual energy that surrounds you is vibrant, whirling with communications from heaven, bearing the voice of your deceased loved one. What you've so far, what has been read is merely the beginning of a celestial scroll, a preview of something far bigger that is still being unveiled. An even greater energy charges the atmosphere, and you can practically, as a circle of light surrounds you, you can hear the rustle of angelic wings. Every sound from the real world becomes quiet, and time seems to have stopped. This isn't fantasy, rather, it's the divine world getting closer, making sure you can hear everything you were intended to hear from this circle before it's too late. Your loved one moves forward once again, their souls more radiant than ever, and they don't talk with sadness this time, but triumphantly. I battled my way to you across invisible realms, they say. I have begged you not to miss this opportunity in front of heavenly councils, and now that you are hearing me, I can at last deliver what I've carried since I departed this world. They disclose that a war raged in the invisible world. Dark forces attempted to stifle this message, attempted to keep you trapped in terror and bewilderment. Angels and shadows clashed, and it was a terrible battle, yet loved ones stood among them, using divine light to make sure this truth reached you. You're reading this right now because heaven won. Archangel Michael continues authoritatively, what almost wiped out your family has been vanquished. From no evil scheme against you will succeed from now on. The curtain that separates you and your loved one has been raised by divine decree, and their direction will always be with you. All of a sudden, a magnificent image appears. A huge battleground lit by fire from heaven. An unbreakable wall of light formed by angels in gleaming armor all around you. Standing next to them are your deceased loved ones. Bright and unfazed. A flag bearing your name in golden letters is held aloft by them. This is the affirmation from above that you are safe, that you are the one who will win, and that no power, either worldly or spiritual, it can erase your fate. Your loved one's voice raises above this vision's cacophony. All of your tears were witnessed. Every quiet your painfully uttered prayer was heard. I have carried them into the halls of heaven. They now come back to you with responses. Solutions that will show up in unexpected ways. Once more, the scene changes, and you find yourself in front of a huge blown door. Has elaborate carvings that beat in time with the heart. This is the restoration door, a celestial portal that only becomes accessible once generations of conflicts have been resolved. Michael, the Archangel, puts his hand on, this door has been closed for decades, you whisper over your shoulder, but tonight, it starts to open because you've heard and gotten this message. As the door after a lifetime of darkness, a jar of light suddenly appears, resembling a sunrise. Treasures that symbolize everything you've lost or been denied can be found inside. Betrayal robs joy, injustice blocks finances. Misunderstandings tearing apart relationships. Dreams you believed would never come true. It's all in here, bright and unaltered, kept safe by heavenly forces until you're prepared to take it back. Your loved one takes your I have been the custodian of these favors, holding your hand and leading you toward this door. They say, I was here to protect what you thought was forgotten, when you thought life was over, is yours. At the direction of Archangel Michael, you will now proceed through and grasp it. The door sounded explosively, like a trumpet blast. Swings wide open. A heavenly wind carries warmth, tranquility, and strength. As soon as you step in, you feel the weight of your shoulders. Weights of fear, hopelessness, shame, and remorse. For the first time in years, you feel complete as a wave of divine assurance replaces them. It's not the end, says Archangel Michael. You have a wonderful beginning. Everything that has been taken must be given back in full. All injustices will be rectified. Through you, your family's legacy will be restored. Additionally, your deceased loved one will help you at every turn. The path. Further expansion of the picture reveals glimmers of your future. You retaining your strength while you felt weak. Tears are being replaced by smiles on your loved ones' faces. A house where there is plenty and laughter rather than hardship and fear. A golden route that is bright in front of you, devoid of darkness and obstructions. Your dear one talks once more, their voice full of intense emotion and joy. I've been trying since last night, but you can definitely hear me now. Since this is the pivotal event in your fate, it will live on in your memory forever. Starting tonight, heaven itself is moving for you, so keep going. As things start to calm down, Archangel Michael forms a seal of divine protection by raising his sword one last time throughout your life. With its heavenly fire light, it creates a barrier that no adversary can. There could never be another curse or sorrow. Its warmth settles in within your soul, guaranteeing that heavenly protection and direction will adhere to. When your loved one smiles, their soul shines brighter than ever. Even I'm here in dreams, murmurs, and peaceful times when you can't see me. Tranquility. That is my heavenly love for you. And eventually, when your path everything is over, and we will reunite in eternal light with nothing unspoken. You stay enveloped in heavenly tranquility even as the vision dims. Deeply, you know you are not alone in that. That a deceased relative has defended you with such strength and love that it crossed heaven's doorway to get to you. Nothing will ever be the same after this. Same. Your legacy, your life, and your fate have all been irrevocably changed. If you would want to show your support even more, you can offer many thanks for donations totaling up to $120. The last phase, says Archangel Michael. We have guided you through glimpses of this heavenly revelation, which is currently taking place. The voice of your deceased loved one, fights, and doorways of repair. Heaven is not yet complete. You must see the complete force of what has been ready for you. The environment around you changes once more. What was a circle of light now stretches out into an unfathomable heavenly warfare. Although it feels warm and comfortable, the ground beneath your feet sparkles like molten gold. If spiritual energy is alive in the earth itself, stars sparkle above you, more radiant than ever, traveling in hitherto unseen patterns. Indications that angels are lining the horizon, heaven's armies are gathering, and thousands upon thousands, all clad in brilliant gold and silver armor, standing in flawless formation, wielding shields that allow light rays to enter each shadow. At the midst of it all is Archangel Michael, who towers with unfathomable strength and spreads his wings like a canopy of defense over you. He draws his sword, and there is a pause in the he claims that the biggest struggles for your fate took place on this battlefield. These angels were there long before you realized the burden you were carrying and the forces working against you. From the far side, you and your deceased loved one have been fighting for your life, your blessings, and your future. You notice movement in this luminous battlefield. A figure advances, and as when they get close, you recognize that it's your deceased loved one, not as a ghost or feeble spirit, yet completely radiant, wearing light-colored clothing, their face filled with love and happiness. They approach you gently, but each step seems when they eventually get to you, you feel as though a wave of warmth is flowing over your soul. May actually feel their embrace encircling you, not just see or hear it. You feel as though a living memory has been restored. Finally, they whisper, their voice shaking. I've been trying since last time, and I can stand in front of you like this with feeling. Night to reveal this truth to you, and heaven has finally permitted me to close the gap between us. What I say next will be with you throughout your entire life. They hold your hand and lead you through the heart of the battlefield. Angels bow their heads in respect as you walk together, not to you as a mortal, but to the fate you currently possess. The triumph that has been achieved by unrelenting spiritual combat. Your loved one indicates locations where the golden ground is scarred, and it is said that this is where darkness attempted to remove your name from the book of fate. This is the place where desperation, chains, and curses were made. Was dispatched to oppose you, yet each time Archangel Michael and these divine warriors guarded the area. As they spoke, each time light broke through the darkness, angelic battles are seen looping like streams of light, with instances where mishaps should have occurred but didn't. There were times when betrayals had the potential to ruin you but didn't, and when despair ought to have taken over, but never did. You realize now that your life has been better safeguarded than as Archangel Michael approaches, his voice reverberating like thunder. The goal of this fight was repair, not just survival. No adversary will ever recover what has been won on the night the final victory is sealed. Return to you. You no longer walk as someone who is on the verge of defeat, but as someone who has already won. Your loved one guides you to a huge altar of light that is situated in the heart of the battlefield, with a beautiful white robe and a glittering crown resting on it. These were always intended for you. The world allegedly attempted to deprive you of your dignity and respect, but where this crown is a symbol that your spirit is stronger than any storm, as heaven has saved it for this particular moment. To demonstrate that you are protected by heavenly protection that will never be taken away, wear this robe. As you place the crown on your head, a flash of light shoots out of the altar and spreads throughout. Angels raise their swords and shields high, singing in a tremulous chorus throughout the battlefield. The sky itself. The music is like no music you've ever heard. It's triumphant. Your loved ones smile through happy tears, and I can finally rest knowing you. It resonates through every fiber of your body. Have been blessed. My love for you has triumphed over darkness, overcome death, and fought against the passage of time to get to you. You will enter strength I never possessed, preserving our family's heritage for a future more hopeful than any previous grief. Once more, Archangel Michael talks in a soothing yet authoritative tone. Seal is finished. Your victory is recognized by the spiritual realm. What had been battled to be undone. Miracles will begin to occur. Protection will envelop you, and fate will direct your every move. In a last act of divine closure, your special someone softly holds your face in their blazing hands. Remember this battleground if you feel alone. Keep in mind that Archangel and I walk with you, remaining invisible, while Michael and innumerable angels have fought for you, but never ascended, and we will be reunited after your earthly adventure is over. Here, there is only endless delight and no need for further conflict. Endures. The vision starts to dim, yet you feel whole rather than lost. Tranquility. Now that heaven has provided you with indisputable evidence, you are never alone, you are chosen, and you are protected. You hear Archangel Michael's words one last time as the golden light softly brings you back to the present. It's time to move forward with courage. Your loved one has spoken. The message has been delivered, and triumph is assured. From this day until the conclusion of your days, you will be protected by the promise of paradise. Even as everyday noises of life return, the warmth of the divine presence endures, and your perspective on the world will never be the same. Once more, since you have experienced the battleground of paradise, held your deceased loved one's hand, and seen Archangel Michael using his sword of light to seal your fate, if you would want to show your support additionally, you can express your gratitude by contributing up to $20.